Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. The secret to creativity is knowing how to hide your sources. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Any fool can make things complicated, but it takes a genius to make them simple. Do not let fear stop you from doing what is right. You cannot prevent ideas from coming, but you can choose not to act on them. I never think of the future, it comes soon enough. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Nothing happens until something moves. Knowledge is nothing but experience gained. You have to learn the rules of the game, and then you have to play better than anyone else. The only source of knowledge is experience. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. A true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. Never stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. Creativity is intelligence having fun. The only way to escape the corruptible effect of praise is to keep on working. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives and not in what he is able to receive. A ship is always safe at the shore, but that is not what it is built for. Information is not knowledge. The only source of knowledge is experience. Genius is 1% talent and 99% hard work. Look deep into nature and then you will understand everything better. Memory is deceptive because it is colored by today's events. Small is the number of people who see with their eyes and think with their minds. There comes a time when the mind takes a higher plane of knowledge, but can never prove how it got there. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. Intellectuals solve problems. Geniuses prevent them. The only thing more dangerous than ignorance is arrogance. A person starts to live when he can live outside himself. Anger dwells only in the bosom of fools. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous. The difference between stupidity and genius is that genius has its limits. I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious. It is not that I am so smart, but I stay with problems longer. Logic can take you from point A to point B, but imagination can take you anywhere. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. You cannot simultaneously prevent and prepare for war. The only real valuable thing is intuition. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. Out of clutter, find simplicity. From discord, find harmony. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. The best way to cheer yourself is to cheer somebody else up. The hardest thing in the world to understand is the income tax. The most incomprehensible thing about the world is that it is comprehensible. Time is an illusion. Never memorize something that you can look up. We all know that light travels faster than sound. That's why certain people appear bright until you hear